We are reading my favourite book of goodnight stories by Huub Slabbers. Well, hello, boys and girls. It's Grumpy Granny, and I'm back to read you a new story. So, do you remember the book that I showed you last time that I said was even older than I am? Well, I'm going to read you another story from that book. And that story is called The Old Postman. The old postman lived in a little room at the top of a house in a big town. He left his room early in the morning, and every evening at 6 o'clock he would return and slowly climb the stairs to his room. He had lived there for years and years. He was quite alone except for his parrot, a goldfish in a bowl, and a fat black cat. On this particular night, the old postman was very tired. He hung his cap on a bent nail, said,
"Hello, Peter,"
to the bird, tapped on the fish bowl, and stroked the shining black cat.
"Well, boys,"
he said,
"here I am again. I have delivered more than 800 letters, and I think I must have climbed every staircase in the town. Oh, my legs are so tired. A nice warm foot bath would do my feet good."
And so, a little later on, the old postman sat with a contented look on his face and his feet in a lovely warm bath. As he sat there, he began to think how nice it would be if he didn't have to work anymore. No more trudging up and down stairs, no more heavy post bags. But what would he do if he didn't have to work anymore? He had been delivering letters for more than 40 years, and he had always enjoyed doing it. People always seemed so pleased to see him. But now he was really very tired. As he sat there, he gradually dropped off to sleep. Then he dreamed a dream. He dreamed he was walking down a long street. It wasn't an ordinary street, for it was a street full of travel agencies. It was crowded with people, all choosing where to go for their holidays. The postman felt like going on a holiday, but where would he go? He saw all sorts of posters on the big signboards. "Visit sunny Italy. Fly with us to Africa. Have you seen Scotland? Come and enjoy Switzerland. America awaits you." It was enough to make anyone dizzy. The old postman wandered up and down the street the whole afternoon, looking at all the posters and reading all the travel books. But he just couldn't make up his mind. He stood there undecided when suddenly a man bumped into him. This gentleman had obviously been deep in thought and had not seen the postman. "Oh, pardon me, excuse me. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Very stupid of me, sir," he stuttered.
"It's quite all right," said the postman. "You were deep in thought, and I should have looked where I was going. We are all a little absent-minded at times." "Yes, but that's just it," said the gentleman. "I am always absent-minded. I think it's because I am a professor. Yes, that must be the reason. You see, I am studying the moon, and it is very important work which needs a lot of deep thought. I do hope you understand." "My dear Professor, don't give it another thought. I'm busy planning an interesting holiday, and so I'm in a very happy mood." I see, said the professor. Where are you going, may I ask? Well, I don't know yet, said the old postman. I haven't been able to make up my mind. Well, that is just fine, said the professor. Please be good enough to listen to me. I am looking for someone to make a journey for me. I will pay for everything, so it won't cost you anything. It is the most wonderful journey a man can make. So... The postman couldn't wait to say yes, and exactly a week later he stood ready to climb into a rocket. Off to the moon! The professor had planned everything very carefully. He had even written a letter and sent best wishes to the man in the moon. The postman thought that as he was going to the moon, he might as well deliver the letter. But he decided this was to be the last letter which he delivered. At last the professor shut the door of the rocket and the postman was off to deliver his letter. But what a disappointment he got when he arrived. What did he see? Only mountains and craters. No houses, no trees, no animals, nothing but dreary sights. In the shade it was freezing, but in the spots where the sun shone, it was so hot you could fry an egg on your cap. How disappointing! It would be very difficult to deliver a letter here. But the old man had managed to deliver all his letters for over 40 years, and he was determined to deliver this one, so he bravely started walking. He climbed mountains and trudged through the valleys until he could hardly go any farther. Just one more mountain, he thought, and then it happened. He had nearly reached the top when... Whoops! He slipped, lost his balance and began falling. He gave a scream and woke up with a start to find himself on the floor of his bedroom in the middle of a large puddle of water. Then the postman realised that it had all been a dream. How glad he was. The old postman called out, I say, man in the moon, if you are real, just come and fetch your letter yourself. I'm going to an island in the middle of the South Seas for my holiday. Do drop in and see me. I shall be at home every day. The end.
Guess what? I'm going to soon read you another story. So I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.